Good evening. It's 7 o'clock, and we have two meetings, the Cunningham Town Board meeting followed by the Urbana City Council meeting. I'd like to call the Cunningham Town Board meeting to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Ammons?
Here.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Mr. Jacobson?
Here.
Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Ms. Marlin?
Here.
Mr. Roberts?
Here.
Mr. Smythe? Mayor Pressing.
Here. The first item is the minutes of the previous meeting, February 3rd, 2014.
Move approval.
I'll second.
Motion by Ammons, seconded by Roberts. Any additions or corrections?
I have a correction.
Okay.
On the first line, it states that it was a special session, and I believe it should be a regular session.
Is that right? Okay. Anything else? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion carries. The committee to verify bills, the town fund and the general assistance fund. Michelle?
Town fund bills for March that include February interim. Town fund is $43,510.02, and general assistance fund is $26,830.50.
Okay.
I'll move approval for those funds.
Second.
Motion by Roberts, seconded by Marlin. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion carries. Reports of officers.
I just wanted to inform the board. We've noticed that the medical bills are just now trickling in since the Affordable Care Act kicked in January 1st. We're just paying clients' medical bills through December. So the December bills we're starting to pay now, so we should be done paying for medical for the clients, I would say within the next probably 6 weeks. So we've been trying to think of medical services that are not covered for our clients under the Affordable Care Act, and one of those is dental. So we have been working with Dr. Yu, who is a dentist in Champaign, that has agreed to see our clients for dentures, and the prices that we are working with him on are less than half of what he charges. So we're in the process of that, and we're almost pretty set on agreeing with prices and everything. They just need to fax over the list to us tomorrow. I was hoping to have it done so I could let you know, but it's pretty much about 95% done. So any of our clients that are in need of dentures, we're going to be able to start covering that for them.
About what percent of your total budget is going to be saved by reduced medical bills?
I can tell you what we have spent so far in the medical line item. $181,000 was budgeted. We've spent $93,000.
So, you're going to add the dental,
Right.
which is kind of important for people's
Right.
overall health. But
Correct.
do you have an estimate or any guesstimate about what you would save? But you think you're going to have a lower budget?
Very much so with the medical. Most of our medical was really high with prescriptions and medications, and we had clients that one prescription was $1,200. And that's at the public aid rate.
Mm-hmm.
There's, chronic diseases that people have that without the medication they would end up in the emergency room, and it would be a lot worse for them. So with the Affordable Care Act, they're now covered under that, so we can offer more stuff to our clients that aren't covered under their new medical card through the Affordable Care Act. And that was one of the things that we've just come up with in the last couple of weeks. And actually, it's pretty hard to find a dentist that is willing to pretty much cut their rates in half to help our people. And he set no limit on the amount of clients that we could send there every year
Okay.
either. So not that all 60 of them need dentures, don't get me wrong, but there are a handful of them, you know, that feel that that's an employability barrier to them when they have no teeth. So, you know, it's one of the things we could think of when calling DHS to see what was not covered under the card, what we could offer.
Dennis?
Yeah. So if a person needs a tooth extraction or a crown, is that covered in other places, or would this Dr. Yu be also servicing those things?
It's we used to cover emergency only, which would be fillings and extractions, not necessarily crowns because they could pull the tooth. So I know, but I don't know if the crowns are going to be on his list, you know, because what he's willing to charge us, knowing that we're, you know, welfare government office, I'm not sure everything that's going to be on there.
So,
But extractions, yes. Crowns, I could not tell you.
right, and I know that Francis Nelson Center also has a dental office. I don't know if they operate it. I guess they don't, but the Public Health Department, I think, does. Do we work with them as well, or do they give us? Do we send clients to them on any kind of basis?
Public health is mainly children.
Oh.
Francis Nelson does do some adult dental, sliding scale kind of stuff.
Right.
So, but we've always covered dental. But with our clients now having the Affordable Care Act medical card, you don't get any of our medical services. So we're trying to pick up one or two things that they're not going to have now that we're going to keep continuing to do. Like we've always done glasses. So that's not covered under the Affordable Care Act card. We've always done that, and we're not going to stop doing that either. We have an agreement with Jones Optical, and they bill us, you know, at a very low rate, like $175 for exam and glasses and adjusting, you know, that kind of stuff. And then it might be like $25 or $35 more if they need bifocals. So we've worked with them for years.
Yeah. Okay. Just hate to see anybody have their dental needs
Right.
missed. And usually people don't need dentures. Mostly the things that happen are more like
Right, and the
other kinds of smaller things.
right, the basic emergency stuff, like the fillings and extractions and stuff, I believe are still going to be covered. I just don't know about crowns and, you know, root canals and to that extent.
Right, because those are expensive.
They are very.
Yeah.
But I'll have a better idea tomorrow, so I could
Oh.
email everybody and let
Great.
you know what he
You'll
says.
certainly ask about that because, you know, that would be a
Right.
concern, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Carol Ammons.
I just wanted, I think that's a great idea, just if you would be looking to adjust the budget for the rest of this cycle based on the fact that you won't have as many medical expenses.
Well, the money will stay in the.
Yeah, it'll stay in there, but I'm saying so we can see how much we've actually saved over a long period of time from the
Yeah.
Affordable Care Act.
Right.
That would be good to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we'll have it.
Any other question? Oh, Eric.
I'd just like to comment that I think it's great that you've taken the initiative to, I mean, I guess it's a natural initiative, but maybe everybody wouldn't have done it, to say, oh, we're going to take the money we save via the Affordable Care Act and move it to meet other kinds of health-related needs, the dental needs especially of
Right.
the clients. And I do think it would be a great idea, you know, once it's clear how much the savings is from the Affordable Care Act, how much money has been freed up to meet the dental needs, that really that light shouldn't be kept under a bushel.
Right.
There should be a very clear statement of that, because I think many people, and I think until just now myself, didn't realize that the Affordable Care Act was that one of the impacts of it was going to be a beneficial impact on township budgets and on the
Right.
availability of township services, at least all across our state,
Right.
probably across the nation.
And with the caseload also coming down before, December, then we don't have as much medical either when the caseload is, not at 178. I think starting March we're at 57. So when we still, before December weren't paying all of that out in medical because we didn't have the client caseload either. So that's helped also. So that's going to be another reason why that all of that money is not used in the line item, because the caseload is lower. So it'll be the combination of the two things.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Michelle? Thank you very much.
Sure.
Is there anyone who would like to address the Cunningham Town Board? Okay, we'll move on. Unfinished business, I don't think we have any that we'll deal with tonight. Is there any new business?
Nope.
If not, there's no further business, so this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.